Just a couple of days ago in Philadelphia, a new Pride flag was unveiled as part of the More Colour, More Pride campaign, and this includes 2 new additional stripes. There's been a history of racism within the LGBT+ community, and the addition of the new black and brown stripes is an attempt to make people of colour feel more included. However, although the intentions are incredibly noble, there are a lot of people out there who really do not like this change and who are really strongly against it. Now, I personally really like the new flag, and I think it's an incredibly strong way to send a really bold message out there to say that we absolutely will not tolerate racism within the LGBT+ community or the wider world any longer. However, I do kind of understand some of the concerns of those who think that the flag shouldn't be changed, so I really want to address some of those today. I think the thing that people are worried about most is bringing this kind of change to such an important symbol that signifies so much and means so much to so many. We've been using the same unchanged rainbow flag as a symbol of our community for decades, so I can really understand why some people would be really reluctant to change that. However, the thing that people don't seem to realise is that our rainbow flag has already gone through several drastic changes. The flag was originally designed and created with the purpose to bring together people from right across the LGBT+ community, from all different backgrounds and all different ethnicities, and to unite us in one common cause. And that common cause was LGBT+ rights. And the original flag had pink and turquoise in it before those colours were later removed. So who's to say that we can't make further changes to the flag now if it makes more people feel more included? Now, I think the argument that a lot of people will make here is, why should we add additional stripes to the flag now to make a point about race if the flag had always been about race and it had always been about including everyone from right across the community? And I do think that that is a very valid point. One of the points of using the rainbow was that it could be used and adopted by absolutely anyone. It didn't exclude anyone, and that's why it was chosen in the first place. And I am absolutely not disputing that. I do think that the rainbow flag that we all know and love right now, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is a wonderful symbol that can be adopted and used by absolutely everyone, and it's inclusive of everyone, and it doesn't exclude anyone. I just want to make that clear. There is nothing wrong with the rainbow flag as it is now. However, just because there's nothing wrong with it as it stands, that doesn't mean that we can't make a change to it to make it better, to make it more inclusive, especially if that change could potentially change the way people think and potentially change people's lives. There really is too much racism within our community, and there are a lot of people out there who will say that that isn't the case and that our community isn't racist, and I absolutely understand why they want to defend our community. But all you need to do is open up like a dating app like Grindr, and you will see the typical profiles where people write things like no blacks and no Asians. And that is absolutely, under no circumstances, acceptable. That is never acceptable. So I think to really send a strong message like this could make a real difference. And if you still don't like the idea of changing the rainbow flag, which is a valid perspective, just ask yourself why. Why don't you like the idea of changing it? Is it just because you're resistant to that change? Or maybe it's just because you love the rainbow flag and perhaps you think the new flag is ugly. I've heard people say that, and you know, that's an absolutely fine opinion to have. I quite like it and I think it's quite pretty. I've seen some like lovely gifs of it like blowing in the wind, and I actually think it looks really nice. But if you don't think it looks nice and that's your reason for not wanting to change it, that's fine. However, just think perhaps maybe you don't like the new flag as much, but maybe by flying that flag outside your house, you could possibly be sending an amazing message to an LGBT plus person of colour out there who perhaps doesn't feel very accepted within our community. And for them to see you wielding that flag with pride, that is such a powerful message, and that could really have a knock-on effect and a real impact on people's lives. And finally, and I think this is the most important message of all, is that nobody is proposing that we throw away all the rainbow flags. Nobody is proposing that it is only allowed for this new flag to be used. I think the rainbow flag as it stands will always continue to be used. And we already have so many different variants of the rainbow flag. We have the bisexual flag, we have the transgender flag, we have bear pride, we have leather pride. We have so many different variants of the rainbow flag already. And this new flag is just one of them. And if this new flag did become incredibly popular and people started using this new flag instead of the old one, and it became the new symbol of the LGBT plus community, then I don't think that would be a bad thing. I think change is wonderful, and the reasons for this change are so important. So I think if that were to happen, we should all embrace it rather than resisting against it. I think it's amazing how controversial a video about colours on a flag can be, but I think that just really shows how passionate we all are about our community, and I think that's something that we all need to remember. We all care about this because we're passionate, and we all care about this because we want the same things. So I've seen an awful lot of fighting going on. I've seen people attacking each other on Twitter. I've seen people coming for people hard and throwing, I've even seen like slurs being thrown around at people. So let's not do this. Whatever your opinion on this matter is, I think we can have a really interesting debate and throw some ideas around and see why people care about this so much, because ultimately I think that's what's most important. So do let me know what you think about this down in the comments below, no matter what your opinion, whether you're absolutely for this new flag and you, like me, will be flying it at Pride this year, because I absolutely will, or if you hate this new flag, if you think this new flag is problematic. I want to know why, and I want you to tell me down in the comments below. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do give this video a big thumbs up, do subscribe if you are new to this channel, and I'll see you guys very soon. See ya!